This happened about 3 years ago, during my first year of college. I was renting a small room, off campus, in a really old building. The landlord told me it was built before the war, and you could feel its age in the creaky floors and drafty windows. It had character, I thought, but I soon learned it had more than just that. One night, I was cramming for my midterms, surrounded by textbooks and empty coffee cups. It was well past 2 a.m., and the whole neighborhood was silent. The only sound was the hum of my laptop and the scratching of my pen on paper. That's when I first felt it. A sudden, intense chill that had nothing to do with the draft. It was like a pocket of ice-cold air had just settled around me. I shivered and pulled my hoodie tighter, trying to ignore it and focus on my notes. But then, I heard a faint sound from the hallway. A soft, shuffling noise, like someone dragging their feet. My apartment was tiny, just a room, a kitchenette, and a bathroom. The hallway outside my door was short, leading only to the main stairwell. No one should have been there. My heart started pounding. I held my breath, listening. The shuffling stopped right outside my door. I was frozen, my eyes glued to the doorknob. For a long minute, nothing happened. I started to think maybe I was just tired, my mind playing tricks on me. I let out a slow breath, and was about to turn back to my books when I saw it. Through the frosted glass panel on the upper part of my door, a shadow began to form. It was tall and unnervingly thin, a silhouette of a person just standing there. My blood ran cold. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. Who would be standing outside my door at this hour? The shadow just stood there, completely still. I stared, my mind racing through every possible explanation. A neighbor? A prank? Anything but what I was really thinking. Then, the shadow slowly raised an arm, and a long thin finger pressed against the glass. It wasn't a knock, just a silent, deliberate touch. That was it. I scrambled backward, knocking over my chair. I didn't scream. I couldn't. I just watched in pure terror as the figure remained, its finger still pressed to the glass. It stayed like that for what felt like an eternity before the shadow slowly dissolved, fading away into nothing. I spent the rest of the night huddled in the corner of my room with the lights on, waiting for the sun to rise. I moved out a week later and never looked back. To this day, I can't explain what I saw, but I know it was real. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories. Stay safe out there.